I'm doing well. How are you, Frost?
A little tired because work's been grinding on, but it's
Well,
over, so.
work will do that. I'm glad to hear it's over.
Yeah.
So, from last time we'd had a few things we were working on. I know
Yeah.
that one of the big ones that has been kind of lingering for a while is just some complementary throw setups, so we don't have to like rely on like mid-screen handoff to the
Yeah.
same degree when we don't have to. How's that going?
I've been practicing with that, and I'm getting more and more consistent, but I'm having a tough time combining the throw mix-ups with the in-grab punish.
Okay, talk to me about that. So,
So
what goes wrong?
I think it's probably best to just show you. So let me
Amazing.
fire up Dolphin real quick. That'll do. Oh, that's loud. Uh,
Classic dolphin.
Audio. Okay, and then share Dolphin. Oh,
Nothing's
there we
coming.
go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
Discord lagged the moment I hit share.
gotcha.
Okay, okay. I'm assuming you can see my screen, or...
Yeah, we good.
So my usual practice is I go into combo training. I just set it to Fox. I go on FD. I set DI random, SDI 33%, and then grab mash out none.
Mm-hmm.
I then set Fox to 15% because a lot of these setups are kind of janky at 0. Plus, if I got a grab, it's likely from some kind of occurrence, so they won't be at 0 most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to do like dash grab, and then I try to go to my grab stuff, and then
I see. So like it looks like there's an orienting thing going on. What are your hands doing? Are they resetting properly between
uh
each rep?
yes. It's a little bit tough because I do switch my hands between the grab combo and the grab mix up and the in grab damage. Because
Okay.
I have a tendency on when I'm doing the in grab damage to my hand normally rests with index finger on Z, kind of choked up, and then thumb on B. And then when I grab, I almost instinctively shift to X because I always try to jump cancel grab everything. That's just a
Oh.
habit.
Okay, got it. So like that's probably what's messing us up here. What if is there a way that we can keep our hand like how do we not try to jump cancel grab here? Because like that I think is a big deal.
Mhm.
Is it possible we could like walk or something, and so that we're kind of like walk and then do the grab with Z or something? Like I don't know how sensitive these inputs are, but like if there's a way that we can.
Do you think the jump cancel is the issue?
Uh, I think the issue is you just need to find the one that you're most consistent with, like the one that you're comfortable with. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
there's anything wrong with the jump cancel. It's just which one is going to be the one that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So do you find the jump cancel the easiest?
It's just what I've always done. I haven't tried anything else. I was just told jump cancel every grab because it's better.
Okay, so he can go pretty far from you. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say that like on certainly on the dash attack stuff, I think the jump cancel grab makes sense because we need to be like somewhat like we might have to do it. We might not
Mm-hmm.
have to, but we might. So I think that like taking the jump cancel grab can stay there. I'm curious
Mm-hmm.
about what you think about so what transitions are hard for you, I guess? Like what part goes where does it go wrong? Try to do the reverse dash attack into a down throw down air regrab.
That one I can usually do without much issue, but it's after that down if I
Okay.
but it's the follow up of this of where like after I do that down throw down air.
Okay.
In general, it's the in grab combo damage. It's
Okay.
because like
So what are
okay,
what is the in grab combo damage supposed to be? Like what's the sequence you're going for?
Blizzard, pummel F tilt.
Okay. So it's like standard novel.
Yeah, well, it's the basic novel.
Okay.
Standard novel is pummel Blizzard, pummel F tilt, pummel Blizzard. But the timing on that final Blizzard is particularly rough and not particularly consistent for 2 to 3% more damage.
Gotcha. So we're doing Blizzard pummel F. We're doing Blizzard F tilt basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blizzard F tilt. Yeah.
Could we do F tilt Blizzard F tilt? Like that, like maybe one to orient it, and then like one F tilt to orient it, then
maybe, yeah, that could work. Let me try with a down third down air. Of course, stop SDIing. Okay. Okay, that's. I can probably do it. I just have the muscle memory for the immediate blizzard.
Just get just try the forward tilt.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do the full thing. We're just gonna get the forward tilt and see if that can be comfortable.
Okay.
And like he's not gonna be able to get hit on all of these because he is SDIing. I'd honestly suggest turning SDI off for this because I find that like the computer's SDI way more consistently than people do.
Even at like 33%, or
how many people do you know SDI on a third of moves? Like on
one,
a third,
maybe two.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe two.
Yeah, so it doesn't simulate people because the other thing here is there's a timing component to all of the stuff we're doing, and people sometimes miss because it's a tight input.
Yeah.
So does the blizzard like work? Or like is it true out of like the Nobble?
It is. The optimal is the Blizzobble, which is just 3 blizzards, but good luck timing that blind.
Yeah, so let's try the blizzard, but let's try like let's try the blizzard F tilt, but let's try to like look at what happens here. So that looks good. That looks good.
Yeah. That's my standard.
And then what would come after that?
Whatever I think they're going to do. So that.
Okay, cool.
After dash attack.
We could also go for another down throw down air.
Yeah. Though at this.
And also, you could also do the mid-screen handoff once you've gotten the damage on him, because at that point we're just like looking to bridge %. Like we're not trying to get rid of it completely. It's just we're trying to use stronger alternatives when it's ideal. And like so like at these in these early percents probably doesn't make a ton of sense. But like as you lose the mix-up from the reverse dash attack because they go too high, then it might make sense to like consider the mid-screen stuff.
The thing is that if I do get my in-grab % from an immediate down throw down air, that usually puts them out of range of F throw dash attack. F throw dash attack you want to do at low %.
So what would you say the cap is for F throw dash attack? Let's like toggle this % and get a floor on this, or like a top on this, because like we need to understand like how this works.
45, that's pretty tight. But 45 works.
If he DIs like that though, could we not just like go forward with like short hop up air grab? Or short hop up air stuff?
Yes, but it won't be like a true follow-up with an in-grab damage. Because Nana will be desynced.
Sure. But I think okay, so here's what let me go over what I'm suggesting. So put his % to 55. After the dash attack, try to realign with Nana and do double short hop up air forward.
I'm getting the good frame.
Like this looks good.
Yeah. I could also. Oh yeah, there's also. I completely forgot about that one. That one's also okay.
Like that seems quite like that's kind of setup seems like pretty good.
At 55, it's a little tight. I gotta run out there. If I get the good one, of course. And then death.
Yeah. So I think that the idea here is that like we're seeing there's spots where we can like be more, because I also think we're not getting the best dash jump we could get. Like here, Because I don't think that those are out as soon as we could have them, because we're L canceling them. Yeah, that looks
There's
good.
always the option of the back air as well, because I think he falls fast enough, yeah.
Could we wave dash into, like, up tilt or something? I know it'll be SDI-able, but I'm just curious.
No.
Okay.
That might be a little far.
F smash, maybe.
I think up tilt might be a decent option.
Yeah, I agree. I think F smash makes a lot of sense, though. Like, especially if you can, like, align with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a little bit so that, like, before doing the wave dash? Yeah, exactly. But just, like...
Yeah. What?
Like, still have him move forward, I think. Yeah, exactly. You see how we're, like using his movement to, like, resync them?
Yeah.
Either way, like, this is the type of stuff we can figure out, like, you can figure out on your own, but, like, I think that you can see the, like, why I wanted to look at this, because it's giving us, like, more of, like, a sense of, like, the range of stuff, so, and, like, the range of how long we can do this for. So, I guess with
I like that one the most.
Which one?
The back air.
The back air seems good. Can we down air? Like, double down air and then, like, grab after something?
Let's try it. Oh, I had it. A little late. Got it. Maybe.
Because I think we have to, like, do the down air later, like when we're coming down, kind of. Or, like, maybe, like, it's more about, like, how we, like, drift into him in fast fall.
I don't think in this mode, simply because he will air dodge before he hits the ground. Because this is the combo training where he just becomes invincible.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's not worry about that, because I think we have a pretty good grasp on, like, what we're doing. Like, you can figure out the specifics here. But let's talk about... So, this has been going... There's mixed results, basically, is the impression I'm getting. Fair enough.
Yeah.
How are the other things going, though?
Pretty good. I've made decent usage of the double jump up air fake out.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let me just set up real quickly. I have found in particular that it works extremely well when they're, like, particularly really on the edge of the platform.
Yeah. Yeah. So why there? What would you say is good about it there?
Because it acts almost like a call out option where I do the first hop, and then if they stay on the platform, I just follow up. Or if they end up going to top plat, I just immediately double jump and chase up.
Right. Yes. So it kind of, like, covers two zones with one jump.
Yeah, because especially against, like, Fox or even Sheik in particular, covering that up air that top platform is really, really useful.
Absolutely. I would imagine that probably helps versus, like, basically all of any of their tough matchups, like the characters who are good at keeping away from them or, like, killing them effectively. A lot of how they do it is with vertical space. They'll, like, set up the fight. So I imagine even versus Jigglypuff, you're probably seeing some mileage out of it.
A little bit. I don't tend to go for it very often because Puff is particularly horizontal.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm thinking, like, even in an advantage state, like, she plays towards the platforms a good amount of the time, right? To like try to refresh her jumps, and a lot of times how we hit her is upwards because we don't want to let her have that vertical, like, that horizontal alignment. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not surprised to hear it comes up less versus her. I'm just saying more that, like, it is a tool that helps versus her, albeit more situationally.
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind, how about neutral game? I know neutral game's kind of a hard one in general, but, like, have you kind of, like, found any more structures that you want to, like, dig into?
Structures? Not particularly. Not besides the ones we've already done, which are the short hop up airs and back airs.
Yeah.
And then the blizzard option. that tends to be most of it. I have seen that sometimes just a call out full hop fast fall fair is one that I found good against Falcon.
Nice. Okay, so with that in mind, do you have something specific you want to look at today, or do you think today is a play day?
Just one particular, sort of open-ended question.
Sure.
Do you have something you consider a practice routine that you repeat every single day?
Not every single day, but like again, I'm not as much of a competitor as you are probably at this stage. So I would say that yeah, I do have a practice routine.
Because I created one for myself when I was beginning the game, and I've sort of settled into this routine that I just repeat, and I'm not sure whether I could be spending that time doing something more beneficial.
Well, I mean, like,
Because
so let me
my
ask you.
my usual routine is just handoffs on. Well, I do 5 handoffs on Fox, Falco, Jigglypuff, Marth, Zelda, Falcon, and then Peach. I
Okay.
do 5. I do 5 of them on each. I go back to the space animals. I do the cook hold and the backtrack,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's usually where I stop the grab combos. The next thing I go is I go to ledge dash training, 25 on each side. I then go to L cancel training, spend about 10 minutes in there, and then I wrap it up with where is it? Yeah, the exercise to focus on like putting attacks in the right spot.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. To me, the one thing I'd comment is that seems like a beginner's practice routine.
Mm.
Like, which is not to say disparaging, which is not to be disparagingly, like, but it feels very, I feel like these concepts are like things that are like I feel like the ways that you're like building your play out at this point is a little bit more advanced than that. So I'm not sure you necessarily need to practice like your throw combo timings on like every single character, like on like all these relevant weights and such. Like I think that some of them you probably just know at this point.
Yeah, I see it sort of as like a maintenance type thing.
The way I view maintenance on some things is like we'll tackle it like as it comes up, but if it's not presenting itself to be a problem, I'm not sure we necessarily need to devote that much like focus to it. What I might suggest. What I might suggest doing is, like, so you do a lot of handoffs and a lot of ledge dashes as part of your routine. What do you think if you carved out some time for, instead of that, experimenting with different ways you can control space or maneuver around the level? Like, thinking about how we can move with the character comfortably and efficiently, as opposed, and, like, how we can, like, you know, more of like a shadowboxing kind of approach, I guess, as opposed to just like raw execution, because I think that like really what this execution is like supposed to do is it's supposed to be used in the context of fight situations and like advantage situations and disadvantage situations. So I think that you have very good pieces, but what I really think that your practice routine should reflect is using those pieces together in a cohesive form of some kind.
Okay. Would that be akin to like, you know, combo training and then practicing chaining together F throw dash attack and then the down throw down air?
I'd actually go to training lab.
Training lab? Okay.
Yeah, so like let's actually take a character that isn't Fox. But who do you find irksome?
Marth.
Perfect. Let's take Marth. Let's go to not Battlefield because everyone or FD because everyone practices on those two. Let's go to Dreamland actually.
Dreamland, okay.
So I want you to like pretend that Marth is like take Marth to the other side platform, like put him underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to pretend when you're moving around, we'll turn his intangibility on.
Okay.
So we don't accidentally hit him. Yeah, I want you to just like imagine him doing different things, like short hopping in place and fairing, just like picture it, and then like how and like different or moving around and like on his side around the platform. Like he doesn't go further than like the back, like the far side of the Dreamland side platform. Like it's basically like the right side of the stage, essentially the right third of the stage, and like just like practice moving around in relation to that spot. Like use your different movements to like, and how you would zone the space and like what sort of like options he might do and how you might fight them. That I think was like more valuable. And you know, don't be afraid to swing and miss sometimes. Like, because again, the whole point of this is that we're just like our eyes are on him, and we're thinking about how he might move and react based on what we're doing and what we do in return. So So how does this feel?
I think it's something I do need to practice to get the hand of.
Sure.
Because at least from this, the first thing that comes to mind is an approaching fair.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, how I would start to move around that would probably be like a wave dash in up smash.
Sure, so do that.
Because a big thing I do see them going for is a high forward air because it catches a lot.
Okay. What if he doesn't swing with the fair? Like, what if he, like is this a full hop fair or a short hop fair?
Short hop, rising fair.
Okay. Is there something else we could do about that rising fair? Because I'm thinking we could also, like, void block on that, and because the split up ice blocks are, like, really good against that, like, kind of landing style, right?
Yeah, it'll catch his landing.
Yeah, so why don't we practice, like, dash dancing into that? Like, try to get the blocks, like, further apart from each other.
Okay.
So with the way that that they work is it's dash away with both of them, and then you shoot them like when you're coming back forward.
Oh.
And you jump for it.
The P. That's a PNJ.
Oh, PNJ. Okay.
It's pivot Nana jump.
Oh no. You don't have Nana do it independently. You're using the dash to separate their distances.
Like this?
Yep, you just...
Oh, that's okay.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, I've never thought about doing that.
That's why they're the void blocks, because I haven't seen anyone else do them. Neither has he.
The void blocks that he taught me were these.
Oh, that is not... Then he did not explain it well.
Like dashing around to keep Popo busy, and you just have Nana spitting out specials.
Ah, okay. So that's not what I mean. I mean like when you dash back together and then you dash and then you come forward. Except try not to like come forward exactly like that. You kind of have like see how they like they get like separated and you're not even going forward all that much. That's the void block to me.
Okay.
That's what I'm referring to. Cuz that to me is like a really strong like zoning tactic. It's quick, it's efficient, it gets 2 ice blocks at different distances out, which is great versus those kinds of fairs. And yeah, like then we can kind of operate from there. So then like think about how that would work, how that would fit in with the other things you would do. So he's like doing that approaching rising fair. He's like maybe double jumps to go around it after, like or double jumps back after. So what would you do about that double jump? Do you think you'd do more blocks, or do you think you'd like dash dance blizzard? Do you think you'd like wave dash F smash? Like what comes next?
Wave dash F smash. Because like, if I do the void blocks in center and I see that he's falling back, I would go in.
Perfect. So show me that motion. Like this is because this is shadowboxing. And you can see how like we're kind of getting faster as we do this at these like combat movements, right?
Yeah.
So this is the type of thing that I think that you would benefit from, because to me, you already have a pretty good punish game. You show me like you have good ideas. Like a lot of it is just like it's really just execution. But the thing is, there's diminishing return on the execution. I feel like a lot of times we are more comfortable when we are in control of the match, as opposed like a lot of it like being under less pressure is a great way to execute better. And this is how you do that, by winning fights. So do you see it? And like it combines your knowledge of the character with like your execution in a way that like allows you to build things and like kind of like practice how you would like challenge how you maybe approach a situation, because you might also like notice that like you go for this, but then you fight a Marth where this doesn't work, and now you can work this into this practice.
This is what you meant by structures.
Yeah.
Like okay. Because like I was struggling to find a structure without shadowboxing.
Yeah, well that makes sense, because like again it's all in the context of like what the opponent does about our stuff. Like the Marth might not like wave down, like the Marth might not necessarily double jump back. They could also double jump forward. Like heck, they could probably like double jump for, I don't know if they can reach top platform, but maybe they like double jump to side platform and with fair and block. What do we do then? What do we do in that one?
Up air poke.
Yeah. Can we get over there in time, or do we have to like spend some time like baiting in the middle for a bit?
Well,
because like remember, it's all about our starting point. Because like where you
yeah, because if I start back here, I'm likely not going to get it in time.
Yeah, so we might have to like dash dance in the middle, maybe put out blizzard or something. And then we can, like, look for it underneath. Yeah, like that. Exactly. Yeah. See how what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're building steps to win the fight.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of, like, thinking about the flow of how our actions at different distances play with our opponents.
Mm. I always read about PPMD doing shadowboxing on Smash boards, but it never clicked. So this is very, very helpful to actually see.
It's one of my favorite things about Uncle Punch. Because, like, the other cool thing with Uncle Punch is, if you really are struggling against a particular move, you can just have him do it.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is, like, so valuable. So, this, I think... So, we... Not as much progress on the neutral stuff.
No.
But... We've identified why. There was a knowledge gap. We needed to understand the context. You needed more context on how these things fit in. You have that now. Cool.
Yeah.
What would you like to work on today?
Some practice, I think.
Amazing.
Some actual play.
Hype. You know what? I'm glad we did the theory stuff first. But yeah, let's get cracking. I'm just gonna refresh my Slippy because I have been doing other things in Slippy.
Okay.
And then then I'll give you the code. Soft reset. Da. Where did the Falco player today? That's fascinating. Which is rare for Falco. Like, Falco is like... I love my Falco learners. Like, I do. But he is somewhat formulaic in certain things. But, like, I find that I get... This player, yeah, he's got good ideas. He's open to suggestion, which I quite like.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's difficult to break out of that formulaic aspect. I found a lot of early success with Punish Game, and I think that's where I'm getting stuck in.
Understandable. Sheik players go through the same thing.
I can see that. Okay. We do have the option of ranked today to try to get like a best of 3 with people.
Up to you. Let's start it on ranked just to make sure everything's connected properly, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I had the same problem, and that's why it took me... I think if I had have conquered that problem, I could have been like top 10 for like another year, but I just I could not. And everything's linked up fine, so we can totally do ranked if we want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hop over there because I just gotta quit out.
Yeah, it's not a good omen.
Yeah.
But know what? I think that like when you have a player who's like who has a very defined way of like liking to do things, I think that they get a lot out of the moments of clarity when they like put together something new, and that to me is like that's one of the best parts of my job.
I can definitely see that. It's just that aha moment when it clicks.
Is it nothing like it?
Oh, okay.
So what do you got?
Fox ban Dreamland. Honestly, I'm just gonna do the standard Yoshi story and ban Battlefield. Because like most people don't like Fountain of Dreams because the moving platforms. This forces him to Stadium, which tends to be good for me.
I think Fountain is good for Ices too versus Fox low-key. Like I think okay, it is less bad than some of the other options.
Yeah,
that's a better way of putting it.
I missed that back here. That's just be death. Okay.
Ooh, Tim Hortons. This guy's probably Canadian.
Probably. I'm close to Canada, so it's not surprising. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, him?
Yep.
Yeah. What did he do? I don't even know.
He up-aired off of ledge, right into Blizzard.
Ah.
Get off that platform. Oh.
Remember, try to use the dash to separate them when you do the blocks, because it's like having them be apart helps them connect to grab, and it also covers more space.
True. I was trying to I don't have the input yet.
That's okay. Don't think about it. Because, like, the thing is, you know how to do this stuff. It's just, your hands still need a little bit of like time to acclimate to what the input is, but they will.
Nana. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Does it make sense to grab there to prevent that from happening?
If it's a little risky because the ICs are so desynced and you need Nana to kill.
True. Okay. So answer maybe not.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Just he's on the other side of the stage. I have a little bit of space now. I can set up. Don't be so cautious. I'm gonna stock up.
Well, don't be so cautious because you have control of the stage. Like it's not really about the stock. It's about like the game state, which has the stock as part of it, but it's not the only thing that matters.
That was very good mash. Jesus.
Okay, so we know something about him. He's very good.
Yeah.
He has a good mash. Doesn't know the rest of the matchup. Like has holes in the other parts of the matchup, but his mash is very good. We have to be on guard for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or not be on guard, just be aware of it.
Yeah. I wanted to fight a little closer, so I banned Battlefield, so that forces them usually to Yoshi Story. I think this is a good chance for me to practice a little more up close and personal, because that's the style of this fox.
Mm-hmm.
Get off that ledge. Get out of here.
Love
up here.
that.
Oh.
Try to, like, you grab the edge really early a lot of the time. Try to, like, wait a little bit. Try to wait until he's actually in the up B to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have. It's that beginner instinct of just like if I just grab the ledge, most of the time I can just keep them off of it.
Sure, and like that's true. That's probably true to some degree, but like we're leaving a lot of like. I just look at all like the ice blocks and blizzard coverage and other things that you're leaving on the table, and I'm just like, yeah, we have better things to do with our time than this than just wait on the edge.
They're tech in placing a lot. Now you're rolling, huh? Okay.
Nice dash dance.
Right, Nana falls super through platforms if I'm not careful.
Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. It's happening.
Yeah, it's just a mental note I'm making. Like if I land another grab on a platform, I have to push down lightly.
Well, you already know that though.
Yeah.
Like, so here's my thought. So let me ask you. Do you need that mental note? Because I feel like you already know a lot of the stuff that you make mental notes on.
I guess I don't. I just kind of like reinforce that it's there because there's so much to this character that I frequently get lost at times.
Do you think it might be because that you're like constantly like pulling your like unconscious processes, like you're constantly pulling away from your unconscious processes to like refer to a note, when it might be good to like make the observation this happened, but if you already have the answer to the to the situation and know what the correction should have been, like maybe we don't have to call attention to it necessarily. This is about trust, I think.
Yeah. Trust that like my hands and my current perspective know what the best way is.
Yeah, and if they don't know the literal best way, the great thing about the brain is it will find it will come up with what it can.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's have confidence in that. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's queue.
Okay. We're in queue.
I know. I have a really weird approach on stuff like that because a lot of people are like, yeah, you should know. And it's like, you should like recite it. And I'm like, no, like what?
I had a point where I just kind of explored. I just put Fox in center and I explored how far that punish could go from any given point of randomness. And I quite literally workshopped out every single outcome.
That's awesome.
But I also find myself referring to that.
Oh. Hmm.
Okay. Another fox. I'll ban. Oh. Fountain of Dreams or Dreamland. I want more space up front to get to know this player. Dreamland. Come on. Is that a Marth Killer shield?
No, no.
There's something you could do. Okay, he's jumping over me. I will probably want to be putting out more up airs to kind of like block that path.
Yeah, he's a jumper. I saw that you did the blizzard. That was good.
Yeah. I trusted myself.
Yeah. Let's try to trust you. Let's try trusting yourself on more plays. Because I know you're down 4-2, but this is totally winnable.
Yeah. Oh, definitely against the Fox. I've done it before.
Yeah, so let's trust that.
I completely forgot that was a thing. Okay, my hands just did that.
Yeah. Just let them do their thing. Let them cook.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, Nana. Oh, get off of that.
Alrighty. Regardless of the outcome,
he's an overshooter.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to overshoot his aerials particularly well.
We know, and we know how to beat that. So again,
yeah.
We let the hands cook. We can make observations. Yeah. But we don't. We trust that we have solutions.
If he's overshooting, that means I should probably stick less to the setup of the blizzard and ice block directly in front, and more stuff that's above me.
Well, overshooting loses to undershooting. Like, we basically put up a fence because they're assuming the fence isn't there.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Though the fence isn't always the worst idea, because on a stage like this, he no longer has that top plat.
Nice.
Okay, that was a bit of a greedy option.
We wanted a big hit. It happens.
Yeah, but that was also Nana was dead. I was at high percent.
Yeah.
The risk reward worked in that way.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. That's why I love this stage. Very horizontal.
Ah, so when he goes over there, instead of dashing over to get there, let's make sure we wave dash for efficiency. Minor thing, ledge hop up air. I don't really see you do it much, and there's been some spots where it's good.
I actually don't know much about that. I'll need to workshop it.
It's just like a sex kick. It's like Nair, but like it's a bit better.
True, because it's like sticks out longer.
It's like it sticks out longer, but also hits him at a like up air to back air is a completely reasonable like way like edge guard path. So it's like big, it's disjointed, it's out for a while. It covers a lot of like the angles like pass to the ledge, like straight. Some of them going down towards it. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Okay.
The story of Yoshi.
Might not have been my smartest decision, but I want to see what he's like on here.
I mean, like, I think this stage is fine for you. In this context.
Okay.
No, that was it. I actually really like that idea. I think the idea was good. It's just like, yeah, the end was like we lost control a little bit, but like I actually really like the idea.
I was trying to like really mess up his target acquisition. It's like at that point he didn't know which climber to go for.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of kept both me and Nana safe.
For sure. One thing I'm noticing is that we're doing a lot of down throw F smash, like early.
I'm trying to focus a little more on the neutral.
Totally fine. Don't worry about it then.
Like,
no, well, like if that's your goal, that's all I need to do.
It's less so like I've got more front-loaded stuff focusing on neutral than the punish game, and I'm just like letting the punish game run on autopilot.
Good. Keep doing that. I want to be clear. Like if your priority is on neutral, then yeah. I'm not gonna worry about a punish as much. I do think your neutral looks like very good, like in general these games. Like you look like you're doing a good job of responding to like what he's going for. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
When that nair under him covers nothing.
That's fair.
Like, covering something with up air there makes a lot of sense. But yeah, like the nair itself is the problem. It's not how you did it. It's just the attack selection. Good idea. Love it.
Woof.
You're cooking today.
Yeah, I went 3-1 first game and I brought it back.
Yeah. You've won twice on Yoshi's Story now in that matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest surprise.
Why is that surprising?
It's very, very easy to get overwhelmed with shield drop shine there.
Okay.
I played against PPMD for a couple games on it, and that's where I kind of took my learning from.
Do you think it might be possible that... And I'm not saying that you can't beat PPMD. I'm not saying... Because anyone can beat anyone in this game. But do you think it's possible that maybe like setting the like basing our evaluation of that level off like a game versus, you know, one of the literal best players of all time, like a single friendly, maybe that's not necessarily the best, like the most balanced or accurate approach?
Definitely not, but it kind of helped me put together like on what stages do I want to realistically be on because of the options it gives me.
Sure, but what I'm saying is if we weight certain options from the opponent like way higher than we should, perhaps. And I'm not saying that with this is one of those things, but I'm saying maybe. Yeah, like it just because it doesn't, because one of the things I like about that level is that Fox, like ICs have powerful individual hits. Fox dies very early to them. And we got to see a lot of that benefit there. And he doesn't really have the ability to play like the platforms being more spread out is actually kind of good for ICs, because on Battlefield one of their challenges is he has so many attack angles, but that the fact that there's more of a there's a more open layout in the middle on Yoshi's, I think actually is quite good for them.
Wherever possible, I do like to force to I definitely do agree with you, and an alternate point is that you can learn a lot about the Fox player from Yoshi's story. It's a very, very good stage for learning about your opponent because it'll give you an idea of how they are, because like it's all approaches and scrap.
Yeah. I think that there's ways to there's different schools of thought on that. Like you could take the argument that Yoshi's story first because like we learn a lot. You could also take the argument of like Yoshi's story later because it's all scrap. So if we have a read, it's more valuable. This one's a little slower than the last ones.
He's a lot more patient, yeah.
Yeah, he's not like in our face as much. See, the Nair, like, I get what you're trying to do with the Nair. It's just, I just don't think it's the right move for it. I think even, like, forward airs would do a better job of, like, doing what you're trying to do with it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put a wall out, and I don't think it's particularly good for that.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the hitbox for it. It's more of an interrupt. It's more of a scrapping tool than a walling tool.
Yeah.
We need fair, we need, like, up air, we need back air. Things like that. Even forward smash could, like, do it. Good shit.
Waited. The wait. I didn't rush.
I know!
And it paid off massively.
You got a kill!
Yeah!
Fox died! Fox should die more!
Agreed.
Look at this, he just ran up and killed us. Yeah. My mouth is really dry. I'm just gonna be right back and get a drink. I will be like 2 minutes.
That's fine.
I see things went disastrously.
No.
I know. I saw the fox flying off. Like, when I was sitting back down, I saw the fox flying off the stage and dying. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, he's taking us back there. This player is a lot more grounded and a lot more frontal. The traps of, like, Blizzard and Ice Blocks will work a lot better. Unless he realized that and is mixing it up.
The fair. I see made the adjustment.
Yep. Oh, a little short on that, but it's probably
How do you find like your focusing on neutral? What do you think? How's it feeling?
I'm able to respond more to what my opponent does a lot quicker and a lot cleaner. And I'm starting to realize, like, there's people tend to fall into a few cookie cutter play styles that I can really find those structures for. Like he's a lot more grounded, so I don't need to worry about the up air spam as much and watching above me.
Right.
So that lends me more towards F tilts and blizzards.
Yeah, nice blocks and stuff like that. Absolutely. You're also getting more mileage out of down smash, I noticed, which makes total sense. And it looks like he has trouble like understanding how his like jump works in relation to their wall. So he's like double jumping a lot. I bet you can probably like call those out exactly. He's gone. So you're kind of like able to like pick apart their playstyle a lot faster with this when we're more observant and we're more aware of like how the structures interact with ours.
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of cool.
It is. It's the aha. Oh, Samus. Oh no.
No, we got this. We don't fear them.
Okay. Hammer the missile. Hammer the missile. That's the key.
If you like eat one missile, can you just ice block them? Because at that point they'd be like within damage, right? Or does it not work that way?
They have many movements.
Okay, got it.
I have to see how you're gonna play Samus. They're definitely not the old school style I was expecting.
You were like right on the border. I called nonsense. That was what the hell. That should have been a handoff.
That should have, but
check the disc.
It's Battlefield the most deceiving one because like that perspective, it's kind of like 2.5D. It's not the most literal. Oh.
No, we weren't on stage. Got it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be on stage landing. This is a structure of Samus that I don't have. That I don't have much in the history books for.
It's okay. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, they're very they're far more upfront rather than the usual wall out approach. Because the ones more I'm used to are the ones that tend to go backwards and tend to rely more on their projectiles. I'm seeing a lot less projectiles here.
Yeah, this one's they're trying to like pressure us almost.
Yeah, which is a little bit different. You don't usually see Samus try to pressure.
I feel like it makes sense though, because like if you think about like why the missiles are good, it's really like the pressure they apply to us. Like so they're just trying to capitalize on that like more. They're trying to like rather than just like holding that, they're trying to like directly convert off that basically. That's the impression I get. Kill? Yeah.
Okay. Samus is like getting into the sketchy territory where I'm not 100% on the kill percent because she's floaty, but I'm making the estimation based off of Ganon, which I know.
She's like a middle point between Ganon and Luigi.
Yeah.
Which is like a really weird way to describe something, but she's like take 2 parts Luigi, 1 part's Ganon.
I'm noticing that like my usual drift isn't particularly good on recovery. I think I should probably just go deep in stage there.
I agree. I would try to use the ice blocks against to like break the missiles. With how they're doing it. I think that might be something to like consider in the next game.
Yeah.
Because like the other thing here is like with all these like tilts they're doing and such, they're undershooting a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So This is kind of, I think, one of the reasons they're doing it, because Ices fundamentally have problems with whiff punishing because of their, like, being a more wave dash oriented character.
Mm.
So we might need to, like, kind of, like, think of ways that we can... There's a middle... I think that we need to, like, find ways to whiff punish. They'll be... Or overpower their undershoots. I think it's, jump, and you... I think you jump for the ice blocks versus missiles. Like, you do them together. I like that idea. Try wave dashing into her and down smashing after you dash away from her like F tilt.
Okay.
Because I think that like you're trying to like use your dash dance for this, and that can work, but like that's hard even with like top tier characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to use our like burst speed. It's kind of like a soft read, but like Samus.
Yeah.
Alright, lock in.
Yeah.
No, we don't have time. We can't think anymore. We don't have, like, we couldn't come up with a solution. We just fight with what we got.
Yeah. Well, which I'm not surprised to. Samus is a tough cookie.
Yeah. So, this is actually good. Let's hit pause here. I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
Open up Uncle Punch for me though, and then share your screen, because this is what we'll do in our last 2 minutes. Because I'm gonna show you how we can like expand on the shadowboxing ideas when we run into a character who has problem moves.
Okay.
So, let me. Perfect.
There we go.
Excellent. Let's go into the training lab. And let's have Samus do her forward tilt into forward tilt.
Okay.
Or forward tilt into shield, actually. So we'll just do a quick recording. Forward tilt spot dodge, actually, I think makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. restore positions.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. CPU mode off for the moment because like the ICs were dashing in that moment. I need you not to be dashing.
Yeah, it's all good.
And save position. CPU record. Okay.
Forward tilt spot dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And then we can loop playback, so she keeps doing it.
Okay.
And now here's what you're gonna do. Try to pun it after the forward tilt. Try to wave dash down smash. No, try to wave dash grab her.
Wave dash grab. Okay.
So it's not easy, is it? Like,
No.
So because you're getting her because you want to get it between the forward tilt, and the spot dodge.
Yeah.
So this is like where shadowboxing can this is also where frame data can help augment shadowboxing, because I'm going to show you something on my end. Let's look. You'll see on my screen, we've got Samus's frame data.
Okay. Yeah.
So, how much time do we have to punish this?
Sorry, give me a moment. There we go. Discord, stop being annoying. How do I?
Click our name. Click our names.
The names? What?
So what are you trying to see? Are you trying to see the
It's in a tiny player.
Oh, then click the image. The player.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. So it hits up to 8. So from 6 to 8. And then there are this is the interruptible as soon as frame, I think. So it has 29 mandatory frames, and then this is where it interrupts. So here, these two. This means that
20 frames.
Exactly. I think it's 21 technically, but no, you're right. So, and we have 20 frames. That means your wave dash grab and your wave dash down smash hit on 19 and 20. So this is a pretty difficult punish. What this means is, though, you can see how how this can help inform our decisions as to when we set things up. This also means that we don't necessarily have to discard this time when the hitbox is out. We don't have to necessarily operate strictly within this window from 9 onwards, because we could use this time to input our jump input, for example, right?
Yeah.
And then that makes it easier. So this is why it's kind of like a read, or like a soft read.
Yeah, because you have to commit fairly early in order to land within that range.
Right. But the upside is, we are also expanding, we're now able to, it is now possible to hit this without it being literally perfect. So I wanted to bring this up because it is this is one of the challenges, I think, of ICs in general. Because as you're developing neutral, you'll notice that there's certain parts of neutral and parts of shadowboxing they're really good at. But there's also one part in particular that they kind of struggle with, and that's precision whiff punishes.
Yeah.
But knowing the data and knowing what the windows are, this is a way that you can kind of this is a way that you can work around that, or work within the parameters your character provides you. So you can at least make do with what you have, and they do have strengths because they're big strengths, big weaknesses character. So this ideally, being able to do this some of the time. If you do it enough, maybe it represents. The other cool thing here to remember is that it might also make sense to attack this from a different angle, insofar that she kicks us forward with this, and it has 6 frames of shield stun. So let's say that she hits us with we're never gonna get hit by this frame, but maybe one of these two, right? Let's say that she hits with 8. That takes her up to, with 6 frames of shield stun at full power, that takes us up to 14. But then we still have 15 to 20 to 29 as mandatory duration on the move. Maybe in that case it makes sense to wave dash with our back towards her, so we can also shield if she does double forward tilt. and we know we're late, because then we can back her out of shield if we're close enough, right?
Yeah.
Because that's hits on 11.
Mm.
Like 8 plus 3. So there's other ways that we can kind of like proof ourselves, I guess, or like add ways of like overcoming these problems. So I want to kind of encourage you, like I will have to go because I have someone at 6, but I would strongly urge you to like continue to do the things that like we were working on, from like the shadowboxing part in particular and the neutral openers. Like think of it through that lens, and also like see if there's problem moves, if there's a way that we can approach it with this kind of method where we look at it from different angles, so that you can like find other solutions to it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
That makes sense.
I'll let you go, Frost. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. Have a good one.